Daily News.
Hello and welcome to Daily News. My name is Naomi and today we'll be discussing about cooperation between countries. The goal of these cooperations are usually to gain profit or to benefit each other. It is also important to form meaningful relationship while still following the partnering countries' political and economic goals. Next, I will be passing it on to Linzi, who will explain about the benefits.
I'm Linzi. One of the benefits of cooperation between countries are the increased job opportunities. This reduces the amount of unemployed people, and it can also help other countries that are in need of assistance. There are 3 different types of cooperation that will be explained by Mabel.
I'm Mabel. The first type of cooperation is regional cooperation. Regional cooperation is the type of cooperation between countries that are physically close to each other. The purpose is to increase each other's prosperity and security. For example, SEA Games or Southeast Asian Games and Asian Para Games. Next is multilateral cooperation. Multilateral cooperation is an international cooperation that includes 3 or more countries. For example, the Olympics or the FIFA World Cup. Last is bilateral. This cooperation happens between 2 countries. They usually cooperate in trade, politics, and sports. For example, Indonesia versus Malaysia in a friendly international match, and Indonesia versus Argentina in a spectacular friendly match. The impact or influence of bilateral cooperation will be discussed by Bella.
Right after the short break. With the warm Egg McMuffin, the crunchy hash brown, and the delicious meal, McDonald's is the perfect breakfast for you. Let's hear that crunch.
Hi, I'm Bella. The first impact or influence of bilateral cooperation is social sector. In the social sector, bilateral cooperation improves life quality, allows exchanges of knowledge and technology, and increase job opportunities and training. But this may create too much cultural influence, misuse of aid, and also disturbance in social policies. The second one is the economic sector. Bilateral cooperation creates chances of investment and trading, open more job opportunities, and make markets more accessible. The negative impact of economic sector is economic dependence, unfair competition, stronger countries taking control, and misuse of natural resources. The last sector is the cultural sector. Bilateral cooperation increased intercultural understanding, enriched local culture, promoted national culture, and drove economic creativity. But the negative impact is loss of local culture, unfair cultural exchange, too much globalization, and potential cultural conflicts.
There are lots of examples of bilateral cooperation in the cultural sector. One of the examples is the friendly match between Indonesia and Malaysia.
Now, let's pass it on to Linzi and Mabel, who are currently live on the match field.
These are the Indonesian players. For the starting 5 are Samuel Eko, Firman, Iqbal, Anca, and for the keeper Al-Bagir. For the substitutions are Rizky Safir, Andres Dwi, Rio Pangestu, Ron Sumbre, Ari Wibowo, Brian Ik, Humandri, Dewa Rizky, Syaifullah, Adrian Shah, Gavin, Eso Milena, Isar, M. Nizar, and A. Habibi.
These are the Malaysian players. Starting 5 are Rizwan, Firdaus, Awaluddin, and Abu Hanifa. The keeper is Syawal. The substitutions Daniel Dain, Saad Sani, Fahrul Islam, Syed Syahrul, Izzat Akiuddin, Haikal Hasnor, Faris Johan, Syahir Iqbal Khan, Syed Aizad Daniel, Khairul Effendi, Aidil Syahril, Zainul Zahin Sinuan, Haris Naim, Razin Arahim, and Amir Hakim.
For all futsal fans across Indonesia who have just tuned into this live broadcast,
The Indonesian national futsal team is currently playing against the Malaysian national futsal team.
the current score is 0-4 in favor of Indonesia. Let's see who will win.
A free kick has just been taken, sent straight to the left side of the field, but it is intercepted by a Malaysian player.
We can see the Malaysian coach is looking quite frustrated, reminding his players of this strategy. I think the Malaysian players are getting tense.
Now, an Indonesian player will take the kick in, passing it back to the goalkeeper, then out to the left to Anja.
Anja controls the ball, signaling to Evan to move away as the space is too tight. Wendy Brand is positioned on both flanks, and here it is. Will Malaysia get a comeback, or Indonesia will win?
Evan calmly controls the ball, looking for a passing lane to his teammate, and finds Wendy Bryan. Oh!
From a tight angle, Wendy still goes for the shot, but Malaysia's defense blocks it. Who do you think will win, Linzi?
I think Indonesia will win, but who knows?
A corner kick for Indonesia. Let's see together. Whoa, Evan.
Goal! What an incredible chemistry they have. Without even shouting, they understand each other's movement down to the smallest details.
Yes.
Evan scores a hat-trick. A big thank you to Indonesia's coach for training these players.
However, there's always a mix of emotions of fans when Indonesia scores against Malaysia. The score is now 5-0.
It seems like this is truly Indonesia's game plan. Almost all goals have come from well-executed set plays.
This is actually something Malaysia's defenders should have anticipated, but Evan's brilliance is simply on another level.
This is also the second set play goal following Firman's setup for the first goal. In fact, this pattern was already evident during the warm-up session.
Now, Habibi moves forward to support the attack, but must remain cautious.
Ooh, so clever. There's a chance here. Wendy Ryan breaks free. Is there another opportunity?
While Samuel Amos quickly reaches the ball and ensures Indonesia's defensive transition remains disciplined.
Ooh, Malaysia is going to have a hard time catching up in here. Here it is, a pass from Habibi to Wendy, and then to Amos, and then goal!
Absolutely stunning, a fast combination between three players, executed with intelligence and finished perfectly by Samuel Amos.
Brilliant, simply brilliant. The score is now 6-0 for Indonesia.
This cooperation helped build friendship and solidarity because even though there's rivalry among them, this match brought them close to each other in the spirit of sportsmanship.
It also increased excitement and national pride as the match inspires a sense of nationalism, especially among fans who are proud of the Indonesian national team and the country's culture.
However, it can also cause tension between countries. For example, sometimes matches lead to fights inside and outside the stadium, which can put the audience's safety at risk, especially if their team loses.
Sometimes we also see unsportsmanlike behavior, like players or fans mocking each other, which can hurt the relationship between these countries. The technique used in this match are ball control, dribbling, passing, shooting, heading, defend, and off-the-ball movement.
The length of the field is 38 until 42 meters, and for the width of the field is 18 until 25 meters. For the score is 0-6, 0 from Malaysia and 6 from Indonesia.